Nagaland Chief Minister Nltv says it's time for Nagaland to host national games while speaking at the inaugural function of Kohima Village Sports Association. Rio mentions that government is working fast to build infrastructures. Phaipijang village on Monday celebrates its 54th Mimkut at Phaipijang Sports Complex and also unveils the Pioneers Commemoration Monolith. Notably, the monolith built to commemorate the early settlers who have taken footsteps towards the formation of the village. Nagaland reports 82 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The active cases have increased to 457, while 12 COVID recoveries have been reported so far. The total tally of COVID-19 cases have increased to 32,916. The center, in an affidavit submitted to the Supreme Court, says that no person can be forced to get a vaccine against his or her wish. In a reply to a PIL filed against the center, says guidelines issued by the health ministries do not envisage forcible vaccination. Election Commission postpones the Punjab Assembly elections, voting from February 14 to February 20, 2022. Decision taken after receiving multiple requests from across the political spectrum in view of the birth anniversary of Guru Ravi Das Ji on February 16. Hello and welcome to Nltv Primetime News. I'm Rinki Gogoi. Let's begin with the news in detail. Nagaland Chief Minister Nltv on Monday was speaking at the inaugural function of the 65th Kohima Village Sports Association at Kuo Chise grounds, said Nagas are still lacking in competing with others. Time has come for the sports persons to come to the limelight and that it's time to host the national games. He mentioned that the government is working fast to build infrastructures. Furthermore, on the extension of AFSPA in the state, Rio said that the state has been labelled as a disturbed state, which is a great discouragement and that it has affected Nagaland in many ways. He therefore urged the people of Nagaland to work even harder in order to compete with others. Rio also urged the participants to live a life of discipline coupled with hard work and dedication. Notably, the first day of the meet witnessed under-16 wrestling, volleyball for men and women, basketball for men.
Moke Peruku, Ravi Bethlehem, did Jehovah, Sakri DJ, Uban Petigolo, Gazem Pusabo, Gazagavi, Pusile, Kizoe, Happy, Gatra, Gazaka, the Perusa, COVID-19 pandemic, our holy, the Luzoman, the Kibala Dogata, Luka, Salah, here, Gizu, Matopet, Big Diva, Sashir, Reverio Kuko, Kepo, Gari, here Garino, oh, Reverio lockdown, Kasa, Elite Gobete, Factory Gobete, Kasa, Uni Bubuza Mato, the Share, Udio, Ukesar, that's all the Bigori, Ketisa, Capregori, the Teketisa, the Payuga, Ukokiri, Uti Hoyo, Pimadala, Kewodiana, Ursula.
Phaipichang village on Monday celebrated its 54th Mimkut at Phaipichang Sports Complex and also unveiled the Pioneers Commemoration Monolith. Notably, the monolith was built to commemorate the early settlers who have taken footsteps towards the formation of the village. Furthermore, the monolith was unveiled by Rajesh Sondrarajan, Commissioner Dimapur, who was also the chief guest of the festival, with Reverend Chungpao Konsai, Executive Secretary, Kuki Christian Church of Nagaland, dedicated the prayers. It is to be mentioned that the Mimkut is a post-harvest festival which is being celebrated by the Kukis.
Display aru apni ganla traditional itu की snares जैसे आरो अपनी गनला traditional items की इटू display करा भी बिसी खुशी पाया जे आरो इनिका custom tradition के इटू अमगन ये इतिया youth आरो young generation के अमगन hand over ना करेले तो इटू आरो custom आरो tradition भी अमगन ला इटू sustain करेले तो दिखाई रो जाओ तो इटू इनिका opportunity लोई के ना इटू custom आरो tradition के young generation भी साबुले आरो थाईकान के इटू handing over of knowledge इटू करा भी बिसी खुशी पाया से आरु की अपनी गान भी इटू पोस्टी लगा की इटू की बात डेवलपमेंट एस्पेक्ट्स लगा मेमोरेंडम दिया भी अमगान स्टडी करी कि ना इटू स्टेटस की ऐसे सही कि ना एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन साइड पूरा की बेस्ट दिबोले पारिबो इटू तो डेफिनेटली अमगान करिबो आरु खाली इटू ही ना होई कि ना खाली इटू मेमोरेंडम लगा ना होई कि ना दूसरा की दे भी अमगान इटू बेस्ट इटू एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन साइड पूरा अपनी गान के किनी का मदद करी बोले पारिबो इटू भी अमगान मनते रखिबो आरु अमगान ऑफिसर गान तो आजी ताकिबो खाली ट्रांसफर होई ताकिबो वेले भी कोते ताकिले भी की डिपार्टमेंट दे ताकिले भी ताते पूरा की किनी का अपनी गान के मदद करिबो पारिबो इटू होदाय आमी मनते रखिबो आरु अपनी गान के ना परी किना की अमगान ला बेस्ट दिबोले पारिबो आमी कोते ताकिले भी इटू आमी डेफिनेटली करिबो इटू भी अपनी गान के जनाय दिएছে आरु वन्स अगेन अपनी गान सब के अमीला इटू थैंक्स अमी के इनवाइट करा पूरा थैंक्स जनाय दिया से आरु वन्स अगेन हैप्पी मिमकुट टू ऑल द सिटीजन्स.
Chief Minister Nipio Rio and Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi extended their greetings on the occasion of Mimkut to the people of Kuki community and the people of the state. Mukhi, taking down to Twitter, said the festival expresses exhilaration and triumphant over the harvest of maize, which is the last harvest crop of the season. He urged everyone to celebrate a beautiful festival by observing the COVID-19 SOPs. Meanwhile, CM Rio tweeted saying that may the bond of love and brotherhood grow stronger and further wished all happy and safe Mimkut and a fruitful year ahead. NPF Minority Morcha President Bishnu Bhattacharjee, who was a victim of the 9th January Lahori Jankara Gaon's gate accident, recounts the horrendous incident. During his interview with Nagaland TV on Monday, Bishnu stated that a truck speeded towards his car and hit his car. The truck driver, while attempting to escape, ended up ramming into 2 more vehicles. The driver of the other vehicle was injured and admitted to the hospital, who later succumbed to his injuries. Meanwhile, 3 others were injured. The president further informed that the truck driver fled from spot after ramming into 2 vehicles and he possessed no valid documents. Bhattacharjee also questioned the driver's entry through the check gates without valid documents. The president also claimed that the public is under threat due to such accidents and urged the police to be vigilant and not negligent.
ডিমাপুর পৰা সাইড পৰা যায় আছিল তাই আমি হেনকে হিট কৰি কেনে তাই তো পলাইছে তো আৰু তাই হিজ ইন্টেনশন ওয়াজ ভেরি মানে এটো নেগেটিভ একটা কিবা থাকিছে পয়লা তাই মাৰিছে আমিলা খানলা গাড়ীতে দেন তাই খাড়া হ'ব লাগে রুখি দিব লাগে হলে বি তাই লাগা ইন্টেনশন বেয়া থাকিছে তো পৰা আমিকে মাৰি কেনা দুসরা গাড়ীকে মাৰি কেনা তাই তো পলাইছে পলা পিছতে আমি শুনাতো অ্যাকর্ডিং টু পুলিশ রিপোর্ট আমি পুলিশকে জানা হুদাহুদি কৰা তো ডকুমেন্টেশন ওলা টাইমতে মই দেখিছে তাতে তাই পুলিশ পৰা কোৱা তো इतो ड्राइवर लगते ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस भी ना ही कुड नॉट प्रोड्यूस ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस आरसी बुक इंश्योरेंस एको भी ताई प्रोड्यूस करले पारा ना वी डोंट नो वेदर ही इज ड्राइवर और हैंडीमैन ताते একটা বেশি আমার কোশ্চেন মার্ক আছে নাম তো তাই লাগা বিকি রাজবংশী কইছে রাজবংশী তো আসাম লাগা আছে আর কেনেকা তাই অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হইছে আর তাই কত পড়া আছে তুমি তাই না জানে এনেকা কইছে তাই লবি সব চালাক করে না এনেকা কিবা করছে আলটিমেটলি হি হ্যাজ অ্যাকসেপ্টেড হিজ গিল্ট রাতে তাকে পুলিশ খান হুদাহুদি কৰা টাইমতে পিছতে মানিছে কৈছে অ্যাকর্ডিং টু পুলিশ রিপোর্ট তো এনেকা আছে হলে বি ইম্পর্টেন্ট পার্ট ইজ দ্যাট ভেহিকল তাই লগতে পেপারস ঠিক নাই সেকেন্ড তাই লাগা ইন্স্যুরেন্স নাই ফেল হৈ কেনে থাকিছে ড্রাইভার থাকা তো তাই কোন ড্রাইভার কত পৰা আহিছে হি সেড কি হিজ নেম ইজ ভিকি রাজবংশী আৰু জিতেন আছে তাই লাগার নাম কৈছে হলে বি দ্যাট ইজ নো ডকুমেন্ট সাপোর্টিং ডকুমেন্ট লাইক আধার কার্ড একো বি নাই they could not trace his address also kotpura ase tai so it's a pathetic condition and we don't know how this police they are allowing such kind of truck na eto par koribole nimite kenaka allow kori ase because he has crossed Nagaland check post to par korise then again after hitting our car accident iman manu morai diga na manu halla kora time te tai polaise pola time te tai khatkhati check post bi tai par korise then he has reached Bokajan tate ekta hatigor kogana ekta jagah ase hatigao or hatigor it is something like that left turn ekta ase CCI gate pabole etu bitorote jagah na village te jagah na gadi to rukhi jaise police said ki tate rosi pichete gira to taika to rear wheel te to lagi jaise etu fasi ja nimite to gadi to rukhise otherwise etu aru bi pola bole thakise amahan etu gadi
Nagaland reported 82 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The active cases have increased to 457, while 12 COVID recoveries have been reported so far. The total tally of the COVID-19 cases have increased to 32,916. Meanwhile, Dimapur lodged 381 cases, which is the highest in the state, while Kohima lodged 54 cases. Tuensang 16 cases and Mukokchung and Parent reported 5 cases each. Furthermore, PEG reported 2 new cases. According to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare data, 30,507 patients have recovered so far. The closing program of 5th Khemnyungan Sports Council May 2022 in collaboration with Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao was held on Monday at Public Ground, Noklak headquarters. Furthermore, advisor Prison Printing and Stationery H. Hying graced the closing ceremony as the special guest. Notably, the program was held under the theme Imagine Life Beyond Ordinary Driven by Values.
아직 밤에 스피치 발라이시 컴피티티브 타이시 원래 로스 이제는 이거 디스커레이션 원에 이도 피시기시 next time we'll come back stronger.
Itu ekta hisab se doing wala I said like one among village from among the Kemlingan village, and it is one of the like hardest village.
And luckily this is for the second time during the 4th and the 5th Kemlingan Sports Council meet, we the Tangyupian students emerged as the champions, and we are very much thankful to our captain and his friends. Thank you so much, seniors, for helping the youngsters.
Kohima War Cemetery has been listed by the Commonwealth War Graves Commission as among the 5 sites with unusual features. In its official website, CWGC stated that the War Cemetery with a tennis court has a feature that is possibly not shared by any other cemeteries in the world. The names, dates and regiments on the headstones provides an understanding of happenings of the past. Moreover, the physical features of the cemetery gives a clue about the history of the world wars. The Office of the Commissioner of Police, Nagaland, has issued an order stating that the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Dimapur, Chumukidima and Newland District will officially function with immediate effect from January 18, 2022. Notably, DCP Traffic will detail sufficient traffic personnel to be stationed at Newland. Furthermore, Police Station of Newland will have the jurisdiction of Kuhoboto subdivision, while Dhansaripar out of post will be under Dipupar police station. The order issued stated that the other existing police stations jurisdictions shall continue till further order. Rani Gaidin Liu, a biography of a woman freedom fighter and Padma Bhushan award winner written by Ajit Timung, was released at an event at Dilai in Assam's Bijan area. Longki Timung chairman Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council KAAC released a book, and during the occasion Timung highlighted elaboratively about the life of the woman freedom fighter and Gaidin Liu's remarkable contribution to the Naga tribe. Timung stated that a biography would be accepted by the people and to maintain the old traditional relationship of Karbi and Nagas. The book also mentions Rani Gaidin Liu's visit to Karbi Anglong as chief guest in the 11th General Conference of Karbi Rosso Abdrobar on 25 February 1985, held at Hawara Ghat. The Great Indian Travel had an interaction with media in regard to their 101 Days Road Trip campaign on Monday at Blue Bio Hotel, Kohima. The Great Indian Travel is a 101 Days Road Trip campaign to support small and micro business affected by COVID-19 in all Indian states and union territories. Explore India and its culture, traditions, customs and cuisines. The travel began on 1st December 2021 and will travel across 15,000 plus kilometers, covering all states of country till 11th March 2022. The press release stated that the TG's aim is to empower people from all backgrounds and establish a network to promote and grow their businesses with the help of #ISupportTour. Busi, that cause of the campaign is to support the small business and make their brands and efforts recognized. During the press interaction, Kostav Ghosh, founder of the Great Indian Travel, and Lakshmi Sport, co-founder, were present. Manipur farmers have demanded the state government for the formation of a holistic agricultural policy and restore the dignity of the farmers during a meet at the conference hall of Medio Season Society Service Society at Mantri Pukuri. The farmers stated that the farmers of Manipur have sustained a food surplus economy and even reported rice products in a fertile alluvial land fondly called Leibak. The meeting also resolved to establish a strong farmers union for the whole state of Manipur and also decided that the state government should buy the agricultural and horticultural products of the farmers, ensuring a minimum procurement price and distribute it through the existing targeted public distribution system. Distribution of seeds and biofertilizer. Farmers also demanded that the existing river lift irrigation and Loktak lift irrigation system to be made fully functional, and new initiatives should be taken up to especially focus on the hill areas to harvest and retain rainwater. Farmers also stressed on the negative impact of the palm oil tree plantations and resolved to resist the plan. The center, in an affidavit submitted to the Supreme Court, said that no person can be forced to get vaccinated against his or her wish. The center on Sunday, through an affidavit, told the Supreme Court that no individual can be vaccinated against his or her wish. The center informed that the vaccination guidelines issued by the Union Health Ministry do not envisage forcible vaccination without consent. The command came as India continues to struggle with a third wave of the deadly COVID-19 outbreak. The center in its affidavit said that it has not issued any standard operating procedure that required persons with disabilities to carry COVID-19 vaccination certificates for any purpose. However, it added that the near-to-home vaccine centers and the Har Ghar Dastak Abhiyan policy have been created to ensure that door-to-door vaccination of eligible beneficiaries, including persons with disabilities, is carried out. The Election Commission has postponed the Punjab Assembly elections voting from February 14 to February 20, 2022. The decision was taken under receiving multiple requests from across the political spectrum in view of the birth anniversary of Guru Ravidas Ji on February 16. Notably, a large number of scheduled caste devotees are likely to visit the temple town of Varanasi from February 10 to 16. Punjab Chief Minister Chiranjit Singh Channi on Thursday wrote to the Chief Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra requesting him to postpone the February 14 State Assembly polls by at least 6 days. In his letter, the minister cited that many people from the scheduled caste community, which contributes around 32% of the total population of the state, are likely to visit Uttar Pradesh Varanasi. Punjab Congress Chief Navjot Singh Sidhu also welcomed the Election Commission of India's decision to postpone the Punjab Assembly elections. Addressing a press conference in Amritsar today, Sidhu said that he will be joining the Congress party. India's leading Kathak exponent and Padma Vibhushan awardee Pandit Birju Maharaj passed away on Monday after suffering a heart attack. The 83-year-old Doyen, who was the torchbearer of the Kalka Binda Din Gharana of the Lucknow style of Kathak, breathed his last at New Delhi's Saket Hospital. India's leading Kathak exponent and Padma Vibhushan awardee Pandit Birju Maharaj passed away on Monday after suffering a heart attack. The 83-year-old Doyen, who was the torchbearer of the Kalka Bindadin Gharana of the Lucknow style of Kathak, breathed his last at New Delhi's Saket Hospital. The Aam Aadmi Party on Sunday released its first list of 150 candidates for the upcoming Uttar Pradesh Assembly polls. The list was released by AAP Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh at a press conference on Monday. He said that the AAP will contest on all 403 assembly seats and the names of the rest of the candidates will be announced soon. The party has given tickets to 55 candidates from backward classes, 36 Brahmins, 31 scheduled castes and 14 Muslims, among others. Singh said that the AAP has filed good and deserving candidates in the election. Notably, the Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections will be held in 7 phases between February 10 and March 7. The counting of votes will take place on March 10. The most wanted 1993 serial blast accused Salim Ghazi, a member of the Dawood gang, died on Saturday in Karachi, Pakistan due to heart attack. According to the Mumbai crime branch, he had been unwell for a long time and died of a heart attack. Notably, Ghazi, a close aide of Shakil, was successful in fleeing India after the 1993 blast, which shook the entire country. A team of researchers from the Indian Institute of Technology Monday has identified phytochemicals in the petals of a Himalayan plant that could potentially be used to treat COVID-19 infections. Dr. Shyam Kumar Masakapalli, Assistant Professor, Biox Center School of Basic Science, IIT Mandi, said that phytochemicals are promising because of their synergistic activity and natural source with fewer toxicity issues. The team found that the petals of the Himalayan buranch plant, scientifically called Rhododendron arboreum, are consumed in various parts of the local population from their varied health benefits. The researchers extracted the phytochemicals from the buranch petals and performed biochemical assays and computational simulations studies to understand its antiviral properties. NASA confirmed that a citizen scientist has discovered a giant gaseous planet about 379 light years away from Earth, orbiting a star with the same mass as that of the Sun. The exoplanet called TOI 2180b was discovered from data from NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite. TOI 2180b is almost 3 times more massive than Jupiter but has the same diameter. Thus, it is more dense than Jupiter. Further, through computer models, the team determined that the new planet may have as much as 105 Earth masses worth of elements heavier than hydrogen and helium. Thank you, viewers. That's all for Nltv Primetime News. For more updates, keep watching Nltv sa Manila ka Awas.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television.